I'm not fighting against something. I just want to create a kind of awareness. When you live in the older days, you lived in a little village, and maybe there are 200 persons, you know each other, and you also rely on each other. And when you needed help, you just call your neighbor. Your neighbor came, helped you, and of course, you also helped your neighbors. So you had a connection to people. That's gone. It could be that when there's too many people and you have a big choice, that it is difficult to connect with each other, because a real connection means you are with somebody.
Just SaySay.Love has thrown me into the deep end of a new challenge of a live art installation. It's teaching, being present with connection, socially connecting. How can we socially connect in a safe space, in a beautiful space? So people are going to kind of be put through a few experiences with me. It takes tremendous courage and bravery to sit in front of another and to eye gaze.
And in this moment, she was quite nervous, because she had to perform. She was running the whole evening. I think it helped her when we looked into each other's eyes. And then she found her inner, and then she was brilliant. Eyes are the gateway to the soul, to the heart of somebody. And it's nice to see somebody got a very nice and warm heart, and that fills me up, but I can also return that to somebody. I choose mannequins as a non-human object, as a symbol for loneliness. It stays also for a perfection, with their skin, with their face, with their posture, with their body, in a perfect way. Is our daily or life challenge to look perfect. This is faked perfection. We all try to look perfect, to appear perfect. When you see all the people who wants to be perfect, wants to match this expectation or that level of perfection, they all look the same. Just be yourself. Love yourself as you look like, and you don't need to fulfill people's expectation.
Loneliness isn't a new phenomenon that's just come about because of technology. Loneliness has always been there. There's actually been research going on for a long time around it. But because of technology, there is more awareness, there's a heightened awareness of, my goodness, I'm so connected with so many people, and yet I feel so lonely.
In the UK, they have a Minister for Loneliness. I heard about that and I thought that must be a joke, a Minister for Loneliness. The minister is actually mainly there to help elder people where their partner passed away. And feeling really deep loneliness. But when you see that this is a serious thing, that it causes sickness and you can get ill from that, but I actually choose to have a deeper discussion, and art is, in my opinion, a very good way to get this awareness.
So some of the symptoms are feelings of depression, high-risk behaviors, either sexually, drugs, alcohol, and then reaching online to begin to connect, because we as social beings, we as humans, we need to connect, and that's why SaySay.Love was alluding to the health aspect of it. It's not just like, oh, we need to connect. There's a health imperative which has emerged in terms of if we do not socially connect, how sick, physically ill we become.
If you do not have social connection, you are 30% more likely to have cardiovascular disease, a stroke, anxiety, depression. This is not fun. We have to find ways to socially connect in real life, and that's what we're going to be doing right now.
For me, romance is not always candlelight and having a glass of wine. It is the daily life. And when you enjoy it together with somebody and you share the happiness, you share the moment, it can be in the morning when you brush your teeth, or it can be when you go shopping, or it can be when you're just driving in a car. But you know, it's all about connection. And for me, that means a bit of romance. Most people live in the future and in the past, and they forgot about the moment. Real life happens in the moment. It's so easy to say it, but it's so difficult to live it. To get closer to each other, with singing and dancing, we are mentally connected. And dancing and singing it's so healthy, and that keeps away the loneliness. We humans are meant to sing and to dance. That is a form of socializing.
Anything else you'd like to talk about?
No, I'm gonna dance now.
One, two.
It's 4 in the afternoon. I'm quite home, I'm waiting.
For me, I actually found it to be very emotional.
I would say yes, I like to challenge myself socially. As soon as I realized that it was an interactive thing, I became extremely terrified immediately. And I'm sure everyone did.
I feel like most human experiences are emotionally based, and we try to identify with inanimate objects in any case in this world, whether it's the kind of phone that you choose or sunglasses that you pick out, clothing that you wear. You try to present yourself to the world or present an emotion.
I found this whole experience, like the whole evening, quite inspiring actually, because what I said earlier tonight as well, it was really like frightening for me to be forced to engage with someone and meet someone. When I actually went out, like stood up and went to do it, it wasn't actually that hard.
It really, I think, reinforced a lot of the ways that I feel about interaction and the way that we interact in the modern world. It really played wonderfully into where I am in my life right now and the kind of things that I'm thinking about. So it was a very good sign. It covered what I think are very important topics.
Images of mannequins, I felt that, there was a lot of emotion even behind the artist choosing them. He must have had some emotion in choosing it.
How many likes do I get? We will see my post, we will share my post or whatever. We have to maybe go back to the core and the roots of like social interaction, just engage more with people.
What really caught my eye was the one set of eyelashes that were missing. That to me I identified with that because I feel like maybe that's me, I try to put on this, to be this superficial, good-looking person, makeup, whatever, but there are maybe small parts of me that I cannot hide and will eventually be seen by someone. I don't know, this is just my perception thereof, so yeah, it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it.
Like magic.